This episode is brought to you by Computer Solutions R Us. Phil and his team hooked us up with all of our computers, and you can do the same for you. Head over to Phil at Computer Solutions R Us and tell him Inside the Game sent you. Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Game, your one-stop shop for everything cool in video games. I'm one of your hosts, Drew Bosley. Don't forget to head to InsideTheGame.ca, where there you can be a part of the show. Housekeeping news, the guys from ITG are heading to NGE. The Northern Game Expo, you can find us there holding a booth and a panel. Check it out. Coming up on today's episode, we held a contest not too long ago. You guys are looking for it. We're about to announce the winner at the end of this episode, who wins a free game. Not a bad deal at all. Guys and I are also checking out some of the greatest games from Sony. We're talking about Days Gone. We have a blast with a new Game On Challenge mode, all that and a whole lot more in today's episode.
Alright, so for all you Sega Genesis fans, we're getting a remastered console. You're going to have up to 40 games, which brings Sonic the Hedgehog, Castlevania Bloodline, and a lot more great titles. Comes with 2 controllers, and it's priced around $80 American. So on September 19th when it comes out, you better check it out.
Mixed news for Nintendo fans. The teased premium Switch has been delayed. But we do know that the other cheaper, more portable one is on the way and slated to be here in fall.
Alright, so Microsoft has some pretty big news, starting with the Xbox Ultimate Game Pass. Priced at about $16.99 US, you get both the Game Pass and Xbox Live Gold. Some other great news is on June 11th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Microsoft will be announcing all their details about Xbox at E3.
All right, all you Playground Warriors, Epic Games has announced the Fortnite World Cup Creative. So make sure you jump in and check this one out. So there's going to be 5 events, 5 different creative trials, all built by community creators. The Fortnite World Cup Creative Trials will feature 5 events, each focused on a new creative game. 15 participants will then be selected to face off in the ultimate creative competition at the Fortnite World Cup Finals for a chance to win a piece of the $3 million creative prize pool. So make sure you stay tuned to the Fortnite social channels and get everything you need to know about the Fortnite Creative World Cup. Okay, Drew, let's spread our wings and fly.
Okay.
All right, Drew, Feather on the Switch from Samurai Punk Games. What did you think of this one?
It's definitely a unique title. This isn't typically what we play at all.
No.
Right? So this is kind of, honestly, this is the reason why I reached out initially.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Because it is such a unique title that you are a bird soaring over an island, going through some rings, listening to some tunes, and just relaxing.
Relaxing is probably the best word to describe what this game
absolutely.
is. And I'm going to tickle with this game experience kind of line.
Yeah.
Because there isn't a whole lot to do in this game.
No, and they said basically the whole premise of the game is to go through and just chill out, soar around, and listen to the tunes that are in there, which I like the music that's in this game.
The audio in this game was really good, I thought. The music was very well composed, and for what we're doing in this game, it makes sense. It all fit. It gave into that kind of relaxing notion that I think they want to put out with a game like this. But for me, the whole thing is the game starts off with a very short little tutorial about the controls. It throws you right into it. You start flying around as this little brown bird. The controls I felt were actually very smooth. There was a lot, the dipping and diving with the bird. You can chirp, which is kind of fun. Doesn't really achieve anything, but it's, you're a bird, so you should be allowed to chirp. That's fair. But for me, it was, as I got into the game, I liked the way the environment looked, and getting around I thought was really fun. But I didn't notice any objectives right off the hop.
There isn't any objectives except to go through the rings. Like, there is not much to do within this game. There are hidden areas to go and discover.
Yeah.
I found myself ducking in through some rocks.
Yeah, there's some caverns in this, which I thought was cool.
Okay, Corey, I think we've been flying long enough. What are you going to score Feather?
Well, because this game doesn't have a ton of content. Like I said, we talked about the audio is really good. The controls felt really nice. The art style for the environment suited what we're doing. But for me, this feels, like I said, more like an experience than a game.
Sure.
So for me, I'm going to have to give it a bit of a lower score. I'm going to give it a 4.
See, I think you're a little low. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I actually appreciate what you're talking about. But I look at it as it is an experience, and what you get out of it is basically just to chill out. And I kind of knew that going in, so I wasn't expecting high hopes for it. But I did appreciate what the game and the design of the game is. I'm there with the 6.
Feather does a very nice job at keeping a relaxed pace while playing and does make you feel like you're really that bird flying around the island. If you plan to relax while playing this game, you're in for a good time. But the lack of objectives and things to do other than fly around and discover things and change the music can get very repetitive, so long sessions of this game might not be recommended.
All right, welcome back to another Game On Challenge Mode. That's right, the guys and I are fighting for survival of our beards. I don't know why
Stakes are high, folks.
Oh,
Stakes
man.
are high.
That's just it. The standings are very high right now. We currently have Corey and Nate tied at first place with 5 points.
Yep.
Scott just a little bit behind with 4, and I'm just coming up the rear with 3. This week, though, is my game. This time, I got to choose which game I want to play. We're playing Hitman. We're going with the sniper mode. I'm going first, so these guys get an understanding of how this works, because, well, they're in for a challenge. All right, we're going to take this one. We have 3 main targets to choose to pick off, and then we have to pick off all of the bodyguards as well.
Yeah, so we're going for highest total
Highest score is going to win. So here's our 3 targets, and then all the bodyguards, and good to go. You guys ready?
All right. See how a pro does it. Pressure's on.
I know, man. Palms are sweaty.
Knees weak.
Mom's spaghetti.
This one's going to be fun. This one's going to be a lot of fun, though.
I mean,
Good
I'm
afternoon,
excited.
77. The wedding ceremony is about to begin with Lang and his daughter arriving shortly by car. It is expected that they will proceed directly to the open area where the groom and priest is waiting, along with all the wedding guests. Guillaume Maison has been on site.
So there's one of our targets there.
preparing the wedding details and entertaining guests. I expect he
This
will
guy.
also attend
Well.
the ceremony. Doris Lee is en route via helicopter and should be arriving any minute now. My intel suggests she will not be watching the bride and groom exchange vows, but do keep a lookout anyway. We are working with an
just take down the copter.
I can't. I've tried.
Have you?
Yeah, I've
I
tried.
would, that'd be my first thing. I'd be like, I'm shooting down that copter.
Yeah, no, can't get the copter at all. So we're gonna start here though.
Oh, okay. Noted.
So who's this? Is this a security guard?
Security guard, right? So we'll highlight him.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you see
yeah.
as you
That's
go,
right. That's right. So you can see. That makes sense.
Oh, we'll get in a backup maybe a bit. See if he goes back. He does.
He's not too
Oh,
bright,
he's
eh?
too far.
Too far?
Yeah. Oh. See the window?
Yeah,
Gonna
I
put
see
him
what
in
you're
there.
trying to do. Yeah. You gotta put him in there.
That's the idea.
Oh, true.
Oh man. Well, here he goes. All right. So
The way people get hit in this game with the bullets is just like, oh man.
The ragdoll effect's awesome.
Look at this cool dude. Nice face.
So there's one of our targets down here below. We can drop that speaker on him, but that's just going to create absolute chaos.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do that.
Former Interpol
Not yet.
agent and the owner of
Chaos doesn't start yet, eh?
No, not yet.
So if you do that, does that kind of alert everyone or just people within that vicinity?
It's going to alert everybody.
Oh, really? Okay. So I'm not gonna do that.
No.
Ooh, tree.
Oh.
That guy looked like Mr. Leahy.
47
Oh, they found his body. You got to be kidding.
What? Oh, dude.
I'm in trouble already.
Oh,
didn't go well.
the Titan might
47
fall.
code
Targets are already
everyone's
leaving.
evacuating.
Oh,
Oh, this
dude.
didn't go well.
No, I think you got it anyways.
Oh, right in the head.
Focus on Maison.
Dang.
Don't think so.
Mansion area. victoriously
Oh.
is down.
Oh, man.
Well done, 47. Lang has been
Man, that's vicious.
It sounds vicious.
This guy's running right into it too.
He's gonna do this. So.
Oh, I think he changed his plan.
Oh, he was too far away.
A little premature.
A little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
confirmed kill.
Yeah.
Should have took the trap.
Oh, shoulder.
Yeah, we can blow him up.
Oh, you got him in the legs too. You shot through his legs to blow him up.
All right, so there it is. We'll see what the score is, and then we'll go from there. Who's up next, boys?
I don't know. Who wants to go next?
How do we do this one?
Rock, paper, scissors.
All right, so my score right now is 494,162.
Okay.
All right, Corey, you're up.
Yeah, let's do this.
It's a ton of fun.
Always like that.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
Is this a new? Okay.
No, they've always been pretty solid, so. No, it's been cool. It's been fun. I've done a lot of the challenges that are in the
The wedding
game, so.
ceremony is
Yeah, you
about
and
to
your
begin.
you and Crystal spend a lot of time.
Yeah,
playing.
Hitman's our thing, right? Hitman's always been a
It's
game of
awesome.
mine. You can just pass.
Yeah, skip through it.
Yeah,
Is
we've
it
already hit B.
B?
Yep.
Gotcha.
There we go.
Okay.
So try and put that guy in the window if you can over here. And then if you're quick enough, you can do the same thing on the left side to the guy that walks along the balcony over there, too.
All right, I believe in you, Corey.
Oh, he's going to go back.
That was pretty
There's
close.
a lot of delay. All right.
Oh yeah.
Right in the shoulder, probably.
Oh no! Oh man, the sensitivity's up there.
Oh,
There he goes,
nice.
he's in.
Get the other
There's
guy.
the other guy over there.
Oh, here you go. Oh, that was close.
Meow.
Oh, nice. Good job.
All right.
So that's her on the copter, right?
Yeah. So if you hold the right bumper, it'll show you where all your targets are at, right? There you go.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I forgot about this fella up here.
Planning, a little bit of planning now, right? You want to see about hiding people over the balcony, in the water, anything like that. Body found is all chaos, and you end up what I got.
You got this.
Headshots are worth more than
Yeah.
Oh,
shot in
Butt
the
shots?
Nice shot.
He's asking for it.
Yeah.
You hit that target too. That was perfect.
Room right over the balcony.
Where does this guy go?
He goes right to that balcony right there, right to the edge.
Yeah.
Yep, and he stops. Ooh.
Nice.
Body found.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, the one in there.
Get him. Get him.
47 targets are evacuated.
Now they're off.
Civilian. That's a
Civilian
Gardner.
down. There goes 3,000 point score. He's
Don't
losing.
get him. Sorry.
Blow him up, blow him up. Oh, he's over to the left. Go, Corey, go.
Oh yeah.
There you go. You got him.
Yeah.
Lang is confirmed killed.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, here you go.
We can't have this.
Right in the leg. Ooh.
That's Maison.
Where's the other one?
Oh, the red.
Nice work, 47.
Get the red.
Yeah.
That one
She's
is
in the building. Oh no.
She's gone.
She's coming out.
Oh, she.
Oh, she gone?
I think
I
she
lost
might be.
her.
I think she's gone.
Crap.
Go
That's not
take a
good.
look back. Take a look. Zoom in. Zoom in where she is.
Zoom in.
There.
Where is she?
Zoom in on her.
Over to the right. Up. Yep, up there. Oh, she gone.
She gone.
Gonzo.
That's
Well, she
not
might.
good.
Doris Lee has managed to
That was her. So was that over for me?
You were done. Oh, that sucks. She got away. All right, Corey, let's see what you got for points, buddy. Crap.
Wait, you don't get points?
Oh, you've been disqualified.
Oh, no way.
Disqualified. You lost all your targets. Corey is eliminated.
So learn from that mistake, fellas.
Hit your targets. If you don't hit your targets,
Crap.
you're done. I think we're on to Scott now.
Nice.
Didn't hide him.
Nope, there he is there. You can see him.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're in trouble because one of the bad guys actually heads there. So you're going to get busted, Scott. You might want to start picking some people off right
Bad guys.
We're going to go in a frenzy.
just to get them
right.
Body found. Body found.
Oh, no. Buddy.
Go. Quick time.
You can find your body too, bud.
Situation contained. You
Oh, nice. For now.
now.
He's just
Oh,
he's
for
sleeping
now.
on the ring.
Don't worry, he's just sleeping.
Nobody else knows. Look at
Everybody's like, that guy's really relaxed. This is great.
Oh, man, this is fantastic. Oh, this is so much fun.
Corey, you got bad luck, man. That was that.
It's all good, man. That's what these challenge modes are all about.
Body bound.
Uh-oh.
Sustain the situation.
No, I don't think. Oh,
You can't shoot her.
Shoot the civilian, Scott.
Actually, it's probably worth it.
Oh.
No, you lose 3,000 points.
Yeah.
Overall.
Don't do what I
It's
did.
too late now.
47, you need to stop Maison. He's trying to get away.
Here we go.
This is the real deal.
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
Okay, I don't want to do that too many times.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
Nice
All right,
shot.
there's one.
Confirmed killed.
You got two more to get.
She's slippery.
Oh yeah, she might be gone already.
To the right, to the right, to the right. She's going, she's going, she's
Oh,
going.
she's going. No.
Oh no,
keep going
you'll
right.
see her.
No,
You'll see
you're
her.
going
You'll see her on that balcony running across.
Back around.
You gotta watch the guy on the left though. Ooh, Scott's in trouble.
You gotta get at least
You
two,
got
Scott.
this, guy. You got this.
Just get that one. We can go to a tiebreaker if need be. All right, so we got two.
That was a good one.
Oh, there she is. There she goes. There she goes.
Oh, you got this.
There's a canister right at the end. Right at the end, there's a canister.
Oh yeah,
Right there.
you go.
Oh yeah.
You better shoot it.
Oh no, he missed. Oh, he got her.
Got her.
Confirmed killed.
No way. I thought.
The Corey's still the only one eliminated.
Oh no.
That was funny. As if you got her
I
with
can't
that,
believe it.
man. Oh, nice shot.
That was so nice.
But it hit her. All right. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Nice. Good job,
All right,
man.
see how Scott did.
Ooh.
That's gonna be real close to mine, if not beat it, because I missed a couple.
Put that down. The suspense is killing me.
I think he's got it.
I think he's got me too. Yeah.
It was a cleaner run.
He's not.
But he took more time.
Yeah, I was done in 3 minutes.
Yeah. That time. The time is.
the
Multiplier just was a little shorter.
You had
All right.
450
What did you end
or
up? What'd
something.
you get?
I had
Oh,
494. Scott.
Nice try, Scott. That was a good
job,
round,
Scott.
man.
I thought you had me.
Good job.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. It's all on Nate now. See if he can do it.
Same thing.
Corey's been eliminated. I currently hold the lead with 494. Scott's right behind me with 425. Let's see what Nate got here. Let's see what you do.
I don't think it's gonna go well. I just don't want to get eliminated.
I'm about 50,000 points short of being where I normally am. I'm normally about 550.
Well, things went south for you a little sooner than you thought.
Real south. I'm like, no. I've done that a few times to that guy. Most times you can get away with picking that guy off and pushing him over the ledge, and then
Yeah.
you're good to go. But yeah, it didn't work.
He mustn't have gone over the ledge that time.
Not soon enough because the priest was down there, right? And he
Yeah.
caught me. I was like, oh, come on. Ooh, Betty shot.
The solar
Discover the
plexus.
body
There you
there.
go.
Dude, that right trigger is a little sensitive.
Yeah, it is.
You get used to when you play it enough, but. Ooh.
Don't worry, he's gonna check it out.
He's gonna back it up.
Oh
Ooh,
no,
who's
he's
that?
he's not gonna
moving.
back up.
Go to
Shoot the other window.
Yeah, go to the next window. Next window. There you go.
There you go. There's a goal. Must have been a bird.
You know what's really going on.
What's going on with these windows?
He's just gonna hang out now.
Whatever. I'll do my job. Oh, he's not in a position there. That goofball is almost.
But you can't just shoot binoculars right out of his head.
And they don't think anything of it.
Former Interpol agent and the owner of the
That was risky.
Oh, that would have
Bodies everywhere.
Sweet.
Would have been a nice points though, that's for sure. See, that's the guy I picked off right there.
I see.
So I've shot that flower pot. He stands up. I shot him before. Sends him over the edge. Careful though, because I got busted on that one. We're gonna do it anyways, eh?
What?
Oh,
Target hidden.
Yeah, he's just.
See, that's how I got busted.
Yeah, see, he must look. He must have a field of vision over that way.
Right there. He's gonna run.
All right, so Nate's in trouble now. You got three.
Oh! They both of them are there. Oh, she's going, man.
Crap.
Doris Lee is attempting to evacuate.
Oh
Stop.
man, I'm panicking.
That's Maison taken care of. Nice work.
Oh no! Come on, Nate, slow it down. Just slow it down.
You got it.
You got it, buddy. Use your.
Half trigger press.
There it is.
Now get him
Watch that girl. Oh, dude, she's gone.
Doris Lee has managed to slip away.
Warren,
Just in the nick of time.
tiebreaker for last place.
I told you she's greasy.
Oh man! Wow, this is a first. Okay, Scott, we take a different spin on a city builder. Okay, Scott, you and I jumped into Islanders by Grizzly Games. They sent us a code, so shout out to them.
Thank you very much.
This is a different kind of take on what we've been used to. If you're a fan of like the Sim City, Anno, we're just about to talk about in
City
there.
skylines, anything like that.
Exactly, right? This is a huge different spin on a city game. What do you think?
A lot. I don't know if it's simple or if it's really complicated. I haven't figured that out yet, and I'm gonna have to. But the simplicity to it is what's keeping me coming back time and time again.
It's the simplicity that makes it so complex.
Yes, really it is, because when you start off, you think you're doing a good job. Turns out you're the worst city builder ever.
Well, the way the game works is you get an island. You start on a small island, right? But you get these different buildings that you can put on the island, but all these buildings have points. And the way it works is that you're supposed to get these points to work up and you reach the goal of your target points. So if I put down a house, it then has to maybe be beside a farm, which then is beside something else, but all those points will total together to accumulate your overall goal. If you fall short of that, you lose.
That's it. That's the game, and
Simple,
it's over.
right? It's a simple premise.
When you're building your island, your little city and the island,
Yeah.
it likes to give you a selection. It'll give either bricklayer or
Yep.
farmer or
Yeah, so you don't have to go with one.
all these different buildings are more like tools.
Yeah.
And so you look across your island and you kind of see what you have, and you want to keep your stuff kind of varied because by the end of it, you want all of these things to synergize well. And
Yeah.
I found that that's kind of the first problem I ran into is I wanted to stay, if I was in a forest, I wanted all lumberjacks.
Sure.
And that drew I ran out of points very early on, and that was I got maybe 3 islands in, and I had no options left. So unfortunately, that just killed me. Now you start to get better at the game. You kind of realize what's going on. You're playing your cities out a little bit better. And then you get into these much bigger, much cooler looking islands.
Yes.
So the variance in the art style and the kind of islands from island to island, it not only just gets bigger, but you just get all these different mountains and coastlines and everything popping up. So I thought the variance was really cool, and it kind of makes you choose a different selection maybe than you did before. So you get to like a snowy island and you have to figure out what the good resource is going to be there, how to kind of plan it, if you want to make the big area your city.
Yeah,
there's a lot of variance to it, but
you can focus on the city, but sometimes focusing on that too much can actually hurt you in the end of the game because you're not going to have enough of those points to balance out to get that score up to move on to the next island.
Or you just put something just outside the barrier where it would work with everything there, but you're just a centimeter off. I found that happened to be quite a lot.
Sometimes you place the wrong building beside each other and it actually minuses points too, right? So you'll lose.
Yes, that's
putting down the wrong building will actually hurt you in the long run.
So it's more of a planner, and that's where it gets kind of complicated. So simplicity is great and keeps me coming in.
Yeah.
I want to keep getting further to the bigger and bigger islands, and I'm trying to figure that out. And that's where the difficulty in this game comes from.
It's very cool. What do you think of the art style? Because I really kind of appreciate that low polygon style, this simplicity of the whole game is that simplicity effect, but it's a complex game.
It is, and that's kind of the beauty to it. So the visuals I found really matched the sound.
Yes.
And the sound is a very big standout for me.
The audio, the score within the game is absolutely fantastic. It's probably one of my highlights within the game itself. Besides the game, that music man, you can just, honestly, I sat there and I didn't move. Like, I just kind of sat there and listened to the music for a little bit.
I did the same thing.
And then I started planning out my city and working away. But yeah, it's really cool.
And one thing that's really important to note is that unlike other city builders, you can just walk away and nothing bad will happen to your city at all.
Yeah.
Nothing progresses, no time goes on, no natural disasters happen, which is a simple thing, but that's actually really good because that's kind of how you want to play this game, is the ambient sound and you keep coming back, just drop a couple pieces here and there. I found that's the way I enjoyed playing this game.
It kind of reminds me of almost like a chess game.
Very similar, actually,
right?
yeah. You're thinking about the long game, but the short pieces really matter at the time.
Absolutely. It's a fantastic game. I've had a blast playing Islanders.
Me too.
Okay, Scott, so not only is the game simple, but you know one of the best features of this game is how cheap it is.
Yes.
I can't believe the price. You guys need to pick this game up because it's only around $7, $6.
Something like that on Steam.
It's a fantastic deal.
Beautiful.
I can't believe it's that price on Steam. This is a great game. You are going to take a ton of hours. You have the ability to jump in for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or an hour and sit there and build your city and come back to it later when you want.
You sound like you're ready to score it.
I am definitely ready to score it. I've had a blast playing this game. I am there with an 8.
I have to agree with you for what it is, and simple versus cost, very good. I'm at there at 7.5. I just want to see a little bit more variance to it.
Nice.
Casual gameplay and satisfying city building makes this a great choice for fans of the genre. Especially great game considering the very low price.
All right, so now we are at the. This is priceless.
This is the consolation bracket.
All right, now the new mission here is there's 3 targets to take out.
Look at that guy's face.
Yeah, he got messed up.
Yeah.
Wow. But on top of these 3 targets are 2 hostages you guys need to keep alive.
Oh no.
Oh, there's a
Plus
level
the
of difficulty
bodyguards.
here that wasn't in the first one. Great.
So Corey's up first. All the best, my friend.
Thank you.
Game on.
So where are my targets at?
All right,
Okay, so
so
those are the hostages
The purple
down
are
there.
the hostages down there. There's your one target on the right, the redhead.
That is Captain Reethack,
Spider
aka
Lily.
Spider Lily.
So she's one of your
Recruiter
targets.
and intelligence officer.
Where the other two? Oh, okay, do they have to show up?
Far left. The other one's on the far left, and the other one's on the far right.
Oh, okay, I can see them
They're
there.
all there. Happy pickings.
Oh dear. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Overtime.
Battle for bronze.
And just to give you a heads up, if it all kind of goes south on you,
Yeah.
the one guy that came in on the left, his mission is to then take the sword and slay the other two, your hostages.
Okay.
So then you have to protect the hostages. So that guy right there.
Of course, and it's the messed up face guy, isn't it? Oh.
No, it's not. It's not. But he's got that katana or the sword on the back. So he's going to then.
Orders to eliminate Ledong in case of an emergency.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So is he gonna approach them and try to kill them now?
No. Only
If it goes south.
Everything goes south.
But he hangs out there, doesn't he?
Oh, they all linger around and move about, right? So they're all over the place. I haven't found the best strategy yet to take all these guys out, but I've only played it maybe half a dozen times.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
Sorry, I'm just kind of getting a lay of the land here.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah, the longer you take, the less the score goes up.
Yeah,
Just-
sorry, I didn't
yeah, I
actually-
know. I'm
Yeah,
trying.
you
I'm
did.
trying to get.
you knew
figure out-
exactly how.
I'm trying to figure out where who I want to get first here.
It's hard.
To judge. Like. Uh-oh.
Shit, missed him.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Get in the water.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Target
All right,
hidden.
so hidden. He's hidden.
Good job, buddy.
So you have 5,000 points so far. At least you're on the board.
Thanks, Drew.
I'm here for you, buddy. Where's this guy?
It was an accident.
47. What
Body
on earth
found.
Are you
Uh-oh.
up to?
There's a guy right there.
You're about
You
to
can
be
take him out and
spotted.
hush him, but there's
There you
ooh,
go.
civilian killed though, right? That just cost you there.
So we're gonna
Okay.
go check it out. Those three.
But look, everybody else question marks. Body found, body found. They're all civilians. Don't take out all those
Oh
guys.
no, you're right.
Don't do it.
Sorry,
don't
yeah,
do
no,
it.
you're
Don't do
right,
it.
you're right.
12,000 points minus.
You have a straggler at the bottom.
Yeah, civilian on the far side. You have 10 minutes left, Corey.
Cool.
Plenty of time.
Where does this guy go?
Right to the end there.
Body found.
Uh-oh.
47. The hostages are being transported to the ship.
come on.
You need to act now.
Nice.
There you go. They're on the run. They're on the run. Your targets are on the run,
47.
Corey.
An alarm
You gotta
went
start picking them
They're
off.
evacuating.
Oh,
Oh, Corey!
such a panic.
47.
It's the worst. I feel you, bro.
Oh,
nice.
he gets him.
Nice.
All right.
You got one.
You gotta get your main targets. Get the one guy. He's going to the hostages. He's gotta get him. Get
He's
him.
about to kill the hostage.
Are you kidding me?
There. Okay, he's got him. All right. And then the girl's running now.
Nice. You got this.
Yeah.
There's a gate up there. If you time it right, you can hit her with that gate.
Nice.
Nice. There you go. Moving target. 3,500 points. Well done on that one, Corey.
It's stressful to
There
watch.
you go.
It's awesome to watch.
It's stressful to watch, eh?
How's second place for you, Scotty?
Are you aiming at me, pal?
He is aiming.
I think he knows.
There you go.
Well played.
It's a little easier when you get a bit of a better feel for the game. But you're right, though. Darker, definitely harder.
Yep. 253.
Not very good.
253.
It's because I took 7
102
minutes.
Yeah. All right, so now we're on to Nate. This is Nate's last chance to see if he can get third or last. This now puts me at 6. Scott will be bumped up now to 6 as well.
And
it's
the
up-
winner of this will be
Well,
at
this
6.
is gonna be a 3. There's gonna be a 3-way tie now, and somebody stays at 5. It's funny how this just kind of went from all that just to right. Wow, this is fun. Man, I love it. I just love it. All right, this is cool.
Okay.
You got this, Nate.
You could go just for pure time and just kill everybody.
That is Captain Long.
Look at the face on that
AKA
guy,
Yeah,
eh?
he's messed up.
And his nickname after taking a bullet for the heavenly leader.
He's thinking about it.
Oh, he's doing it. Oh, he's going with the feet.
47. I'm seeing movement.
Oh,
has
so
been
Nate
taken
lost
care
2
of.
guys.
I'll get an
Your time is
extraction
quicker.
team to
So right
secure
now,
this
Corey.
Good round,
right.
man. That was good.
All
That
right.
was good, bro.
Corey has 253,000 points. See what
What
you
do I
got,
have?
Nate. Let's see what you got.
Come on, man. Come on.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see it now?
Yeah.
Like right now?
Yeah. Killing me, Drew.
Oh, Lord! Corey takes third place.
Bodyguard.
So right now, standings sit
God.
three-way tie for first at 6
man.
points. Nate still sitting at 5 in last place.
Last place.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it? I had to.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
This was another episode of Game On Challenge Mode. That was Sniper Challenge
That
from
was
Hitman.
awesome.
That was a blast,
That
guys.
was
Back to the show. All right, guys, welcome back to another Game Relic segment. This is where we highlight one of the games we've been missing and kind of hoping for that would come back. It's been a long time since we've seen what, Scott?
Kirby Air Ride. Oh, it's been so long.
Man, you gotta tell me about this one. I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, so way back in the day, there was a beautiful relic called Kirby Air Ride. It came out in 2003,
Yeah.
and it was easily one of my favorite games on GameCube. And it makes sense because the main guy who created that is Sakurai. Sakurai is well known for the Smash Bros. Series, so and creating Kirby. So after many Kirby games, he was working with this company, HAL Laboratories. Their logo is on the very first Smash, you guys might remember. And they were trying to make
Interesting,
Kirby
okay.
for a 64. So they were making this Kirby game. It was going to be a racer. It was going to be a tabletop kind of racer. And they wanted it for the 64 for the 3D graphics and the new age. And they missed the mark a little bit on that one. So they held on to it. They put more into the game, and that one game became a mini game of many. So now you have this Kirby game with a lot of different mini games and an overworld to support like an arcade style showdown. But unfortunately, we've never gotten anything similar to that since. And that could be because of Sakurai. It could just be because they never had the fortunate series of accidents to get them there. Air Ride itself was not very well critically received at the time. But I and
Big
a lot
fan.
of people I know
Big
are
fan.
big fans. I'd love to see another one.
A
So it's unfortunate.
well-received title that I'm talking about is Fable.
Oh.
We all know Fable.
Yes.
Xbox fans like us, we've all played Fable games, right? You choose what side you can either become a bad guy and be an absolute jerk to everybody in the world, or you become a good guy, right? You just kind of just back and forth. And Peter Molyneux, the creator over at Lionhead, developed this idea of starting off as a little kid and making your way up through an adult and becoming just this legend, right, within Albion. It started in 2004. From there, we got Fable 2, we got Fable 3. And then it just kind of went a little downhill from there, right? They tried to make Fable Legends. I went hands-on with Fable Legends, and man, that was not a Fable game in the slightest.
It was not.
No, right? Because what they wanted to do, this was a time where Evolve was coming out, where it was that 4 versus 1, right? So you were 4 heroes from the Fable world that nobody knew of. Nobody had a clue who they were.
Because Fable, you just made your character.
That was the best part of the game.
You are you, right?
Yeah,
You're
you
one person.
create
That
You
is-
are your
story.
Fable legend.
Well, that's just well.
You
This
are your own legend.
man, Fable Legends was 4 legends against one evil guy who would set up these traps. Like, man, I played this. I went, no, this is no Fable game for me. I don't know what. Well, then they actually closed that down. They closed Lionhead down. We haven't seen a Fable in years. They had a Fable on. It was the Kinect game.
Yeah.
Right. Fable Journey. They had that, which didn't do so well. Right. They have Fable Fortune. That's still thriving. Is still doing really well right now. But as of yet, there's rumors floating in the ecosystem.
Telling you, if they drop another Fable game,
Man.
Yeah.
Right? They're talking about Playground. Playground is known for the Forza Horizon series. I cannot see them working on a Fable game.
but if they can make it look as good as Forza, I don't care.
Yeah, but
No, that could be good.
bring it back to the roots. We need a Fable game. Xbox needs that staple.
Yes.
Fable was a staple of the brand at the time, right? Even moving from the original Xbox into the Xbox 360, everybody knows Fable. I know exactly who that belongs to,
Yeah.
right?
Xbox.
Exactly.
That's honestly like up there with Halo as far
It
as
is.
the
Oh,
original
for
Xbox
sure,
goes.
for
Like,
sure.
Yep.
There's a huge following for Fable.
Well, I think a lot of us now at this point are just waiting for that next Fable. Phil Spencer said he's dropping a bunch of stuff at E3 this year. Maybe we will get a little sniff of the next Fable.
That'd be cool.
4. Because they were talking about when they're doing Fable Legends that honestly, Lionhead Studios, a lot of the people working on the game didn't even want to make the game. They wanted to make the next iteration of Fable 4.
Yeah.
Man. $75 million into Fable Legends, and Microsoft goes, wipes it clean.
That's crazy, man.
$75 million on one game and canceled it. Maybe you should have made Fable 4.
Yeah.
But now maybe this is our chance. New developer, new head to kind of take over the game, right? Kind of, let's get back to the good versus evil. What side do you want to pick? Maybe we'll start as a little baby and work our way up. Remember Ezio from Assassin's Creed 2, right?
Yeah.
Little baby, I'm now a teenager. Now look at me. Woo! Man,
cool. There's so many ways they can make this game, and with the new gen consoles, it's just like it's time. It's time.
Absolutely. We're well overdue for another Fable game.
All right, so we're taking ourselves back to 2005 with one of my personal favorites, Star Wars Republic Commando. So it came out 2005, like I said, on Steam and on Xbox. I played it on Xbox, and man, this game, like, it's better than Halo. That's how.
Those are big words coming from this guy. People don't know this guy. Halo guy right here.
Yes. So that game, the way they ended it, I won't spoil it too much, but there was a cliffhanger, and the reason I'm saying that is because it just came free on Xbox One, backwards compatible.
Okay.
So, anyways, that being said, the way they ended it was so good, and for years, man, I was waiting as a kid, and then nothing ever came of it, and they had all these books too, and anyways, now that I've done my research, I've learned why, and they actually had 2 ideas for a sequel. They had 2 different guys kind of have plans, and the first one was, it was more basic, but during Attack of the Clones, the Star Wars movie, they had the Order 66, and that was when all the Republic Commandos turned and started killing all the Jedi. So that was going to be possibly the sequel. But the other one, which is my personal favorite, well, I guess this will kind of spoil it, but at the end of Star Wars Republic Commando, one of the guys goes missing. You have to leave him behind. And the whole story was, this guy's thought was maybe that the other three troops, because there's a group of 4, these 3 troops would have to search back and find this guy. Or
man, that would've been cool.
His idea though was maybe you play as this lone guy and you get your memory wiped, and then you go to try to find your squad mates and get their memory wiped, because that's the whole thing when you're a Republic Commando, it's like an order goes and then you follow the orders, right? So when I read these, I'm like, these were great. And why did it get canceled? So LucasArts back then was restructuring, so they actually lost half of their team, man.
LucasArts was such a great studio. They made some of the best titles, like we were talking about, like Monkey Island, Grim Fandango, like all those. Oh man, I love that series.
And man, the fact is, this wasn't the only Star Wars game too that was canceled. They had Battlefront 3, Star Wars Battlefront 3. That game, it was almost released as well, but they canceled it just because of all this whole messy situation that happened. So unfortunate.
Maybe we'll see another one, or are we
maybe
just gonna...
I've looked at it, and there's kind of these really lame rumors. But now that EA owns the
there's
rights,
no chance, is there?
I don't think so.
We can hope.
If they were smart, because back in 2005, it killed reviews. It actually it did really well and it sold well. It just couldn't happen, man.
Well, I see your 2005, and we roll it back 4 more years to 2001. Red Faction.
Okay.
First-person shooter. I don't know if you guys played it. It was one of the first-person shooters I really got into. Like, I love this game. I had a blast playing the original. THQ was the developer on this one, and it was a good game. And they came out with a second one a few years later, Red Faction 2.
Amazing.
Yes, Red Faction 2 was a step up from Red Faction, the original game. So those 2 games really got me on this series. And as far as first-person shooters go, it wasn't a huge step in the genre as far as the other first-person shooters that were out at that time, but it had its own cool story, and they had vehicles, and it had just weapons that you haven't really seen anything else.
And one thing I need
Yeah,
to
no, for
add
sure.
is
You're a fan of this one.
Is because the Red Faction was the first game that you actually had destructible environments.
Yes, and
That
it
was their big
huge
selling point,
right?
in that
Big selling
game. It
point.
was
Yeah.
huge, and when you blew stuff up in that game, it was sweet.
Yes.
So we're gonna fast forward a little bit. They made a Red Faction Armageddon and a Red Faction Guerrilla, but what they did, we've gone from first person, now we've gone into this third person, more of like a corridor shooter, and it wasn't as successful, unfortunately, because the first two games were really good first-person shooters, and people really enjoyed them. But the problem is with these games is it wasn't in the age where we had, updates and things were changing in these games. You got the game and that's what it was. So you had these base games, and now THQ ended up actually filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, so everything pretty much went wiped out. And we've noticed this with a lot of these Game Relic games we talk about. There's a lot of bankruptcies, a lot of restructuring, a lot of moving around. So actually, Nordic has come in and bought the rights for Red Faction and a pile of their games, and now they've partnered up with THQ. They're THQ Nordic, and they haven't announced anything new in the Red Faction series yet, but what they're saying is they've purchased the rights for all these games because it's something they want to look into in the future. So.
They did come out with Red Faction Remastered, right?
Yes.
There was that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how well that one was received.
I don't think it flew very well.
I don't think so.
No.
But yeah, as of anything else in the future?
They haven't said for sure, so all we can do is hope.
Everything lies in the hands of THQ Nordic at this point.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear your game relics. Hit us up at insidethegame.ca. Nate, you hear that?
Nope.
That was the freakers. Start running!
Okay, let's get out of here.
We never talked about it while we still wore the colors. All this time.
All right, Nate, they call them freakers, not zombies, but if you ask me, they're just zombies in Days Gone. That's what we've been playing on the PlayStation 4. So first off, a shout out to Sony and thank you for sending us the code for this review. We went in hands-on, dove in deep with Days Gone.
Yes.
Deacon, Boozer, and a whole other cast of characters that are pretty intense.
Yes. So this is actually one of the first few PS4 games I've actually been able to really, like PS4 exclusive games I've actually got my hands on.
Yeah.
And I could say that I'm friggin' excited. I really like the game that has an incredibly strong start. The story really drives you. The cutscenes, I could talk about this for a while.
Well, absolutely, right? The game is intense right from the get-go. It gets you involved, gets you grounded to the point where all hell broke loose. And you're like, no one knows why the freakers are there, how they showed up, what's going on. It's just run.
Yeah, man. And just the way it starts off with your character and your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then your friend and just the
It's
way
a touching moment.
It is. And if you can actually
feel the emotions
within like 5 to 10 minutes of a game or a movie starting, then they got you. And this totally did that, man.
It did. It drew me in right from the get-go because you get that relationship, that love companion between Deacon and his girlfriend. And then, things kind of went south, so Deacon's girlfriend leaves and you're left behind helping your buddy. And that's where the game really starts to take off and progress from there. It's now a fight for survival.
Oh, yeah. And sorry, one more thing, too, is Deacon's voice is awesome. I really like the voice acting in this game. They really nailed it. I find
Whitward's awesome. That guy Whitward, he's fantastic.
Oh, he's incredible, man. There's so many moments, even when he's just kind of murmuring to himself, or the radio's playing and he's getting irritated at it.
Well, I found he gets super irritated. Like he's almost a little too aggressive at points. I
like it.
Yeah, it gets you that graspy. This guy he's a biker, right? And he doesn't take no crap from anybody. And you get that sense of, you know what, I can do this, I'm tough. I'm out in this world and I'm here to fend for myself and screw everybody else.
Oh man, it's awesome. But, okay, so graphically speaking too. Okay.
Oh, buddy.
So I'm just playing on the PS4 Pro, or sorry, the PS4, regular PS4.
I have the PS4 Pro.
You have the PS4 Pro, and
yes.
It is incredible just on the base console. One of the best, hands down, probably one of the best graphics I've seen yet.
This is definitely, this is up there, right? And this is what, so Ben Studios have been able to take the time, focus, because they've been working on this game for years.
And it shows.
It does. The attention to detail within the world is believable. And that's what you need when you're crafting a game just like this. The story is there, but on top of the story is a world that feels like it's been lived in, now run down in the ruins. All these other factions and these encampments that you encounter, and you see the struggle between both sides, and wow, that's the detail that keeps you going, right?
It's amazing. All right, so let's talk about the weapon wheel, because this is something that we kind of are indifferent about.
Yeah, a little bit. So the way the weapon structure works is it pops up a wheel, and then it goes to the outer wheel, right? So there's an inner wheel to pick your weapon, and then from there you're able to go out further. It allows you to either repair it or craft other items for it, put a silencer on your handgun, your primary weapon, your secondary, or what they call the special weapon, right?
Yeah.
So you can't carry a ton of weapons.
Nope.
You have a locker, which at first I'm like, why do I have a locker with all these empty slots? And then I bought another gun and another gun and another gun, another gun. I'm like, because they all store in my locker.
Yes, because weapons you pick up off the ground do not store in your locker. You have to purchase.
Come on,
the
man. So this really irritates the hell out of me, because if you are in this world that you have to scavenge and take all the material you can for resources, you mean to tell me I'm going to leave an AK-47 sitting down there, over there, and over there? No, I'm going to grab as many of those things as I can. I don't care if I got to glue them to my bike or do whatever. I want to be able to take those things for parts, pieces, more guns, whatever it is. But when you take out the bad guys, because there are not only freakers, you have other civilians that you're fighting against too, the other factions, but they just leave their weapons and you can't do anything with it. And then the weapon wheel for me felt clunky. It didn't feel as smooth as I would like it to be.
Yeah, because it's nice being able to, on the fly, I found, be able to craft arrows or craft healing and then heal yourself all within the same slow motion, right? So that's something I appreciate, but I do understand. Like, it is a little clunky at first, or even just kind of clunky.
I just found it clunky altogether.
Yeah, and so another thing too is I love the stealth aspect of this game. It is really great, but you can't hide bodies. This is one thing that drives me nuts in these games where you sneak around and, slit their throat or whatever, but you can't hide the bodies, and then
why?
I don't get it.
I don't. So you're trying to maneuver yourself through all these bad guys or the freakers,
because you often have to clear out
a bush.
It's exactly because.
But they're busted instead with another body there beside another gun and another gun.
Yeah. So those are a couple issues.
Okay, I want to touch on the cutscenes, because there's a bit of a disconnect I'm starting to feel a little bit when I was playing the game, and it goes into a cinematic cutscene, and then it goes to a gameplay cutscene, but that gameplay cutscene, if it just would have continued on as a cinematic, or been in gameplay the entire time, I wouldn't have had this disconnect, because it's just a kind of like I'm playing, right? And then all of a sudden I'm watching the cutscenes, and there's a ton of cutscenes. I'm a big fan of cutscenes because it really helps push that story forward, and they've done a fantastic job doing so. But it's when that transition goes, it's a continuation from a cinematic into the gameplay that is just a bit of a gap.
Sometimes that transition just isn't quite what I was expecting, and I totally agree, man.
You lose that piece, that feel, and that's honestly, it kind of pulled me out of the game, which is so disappointing, because you are invested in the game. You're worried about the crafting and having enough ammo, and which is really scarce in this game, is ammo. All the time you're running out of ammo. You're like, I have 3 bullets, and there are 7 freakers.
Man, this is not it. It's a horde zombie game, but you're not meant to just cut down all these zombies. Not most of the time.
No,
it seems that way. Anyway.
No, absolutely not. It goes from a moment of just that peaceful, quiet surrounding area, couple freakers, to all of a sudden there are 100, 200, 300 freakers running at you, and you are done, like you're in trouble.
That moment of panic, it's pretty crazy, man.
Absolutely. I want to touch on the bike, because the bike is how you maneuver through the world, and it's a big component of the game, because you run out of gas.
You damage your bike.
You can get the bike shot at, right? Because there's sniper nests and stuff from other
oh man, the first
factions.
time I ran to a sniper nest, I didn't know what happened. I got smoked off my bike.
Yeah.
And then I got killed.
Then you got to get parts, so you're out scavenging in the world, which I would have liked to seen a bit more of that I can go out and grab this and go out and grab that. There wasn't a lot of ability to kind of go and craft a lot of things as much as I would have preferred. But when your bike breaks down, and it's there, that is it. I love the story of how they set up the bike. I'm not spoiling it, but how they did that, and the fact that you have to go now and rebuild the bike is, what a fantastic story. So, okay, you have the story of the characters, you have the story of the world, and a story of the bike. Like, seriously, have you ever played a game like that before?
No, absolutely not.
No, it's incredible, but you have to maintain your bike all the time, and if you're hitting jumps, and because you're on back roads, because the main roads are not the place you really want to be, you're off in the dirt, you're hitting bumps, jumps, and it's damaging your bike every time you're hitting, right? You're laying it down.
Gasoline, that's one thing that I struggled at first. I kept running out of gas.
Yeah.
And then I'm, running to try to find some, but
you can send out people to go get your bike and fetch it for you later if you can, but at the same time, it's like, man, you need that bike to maneuver around this area. The map itself, I wouldn't say is the biggest map, but it's a fair size. There's a lot to kind of maneuver and travel over.
Yeah, the map itself is, like we said earlier, it is incredibly detailed.
Yes.
It's not overly massive, which I'm not complaining about.
No, I like that.
I think it's just the right size.
Yeah.
And it's the setting. The storms when they come in, and like the rain and the cloud effects. It really it just sets the mood in this.
Feels real.
It does. There's not a lot of games that can do that, and this is definitely one that did.
Yep. Okay, Nate, so we've had a great time in Days Gone. A couple of issues, but I think there's been a lot more highlights to the game. Yes. What are you going to score this one?
So, being one of the first, PS4 exclusive titles that I've got my hands on, and just because I really like this genre, it's going to get a 9, man. I really like this game.
Nice.
And I'm going to keep playing it.
So I touched on a couple bugs, a couple things I didn't like. Minor things, right? Minor little details, but the detail of the world, the characters, the story, the bike. There's so much in here. I do really appreciate what Ben Studios have done. The game is fantastic. Definitely worth your while. And 8.5 for me.
Yeah, he showed me how to gut it, dear. Well, let's just say no disrespect to Boozer, but you got a lot to learn.
Ben Studio created an inspiring story, beautifully portrayed through an incredible amount of cutscenes. There are a few minor issues, such as sometimes out-of-place transitions of gameplay to cutscenes, and being unable to hide bodies while playing stealth, but all in all, this game brings a lot of great fun mechanics and an incredible, believable world. A PS4 exclusive everyone should try.
All right, Nate, we held a contest at the Barrie Game Exchange. Everybody's anxious to find out who the winner is and the game that they get. We have the Wheel of Names. So we have everybody that entered the contest on the wheel. We're ready to pick a winner. Let's see who we have.
All right.
Let's do it. There we go. Oh!
So we have Drowsap. I can't say that.
Yeah, we'll go with Drawsap.
Drawsap.
We'll reach out to him or her and let them know that they were the winner and send them a code. All right, Nate, that's another episode in the books. Now, each and every week, you guys hit us up on InsideTheGame.ca. We're there. We highlight one of your clips. This week, we're changing it up. Nate, you got a clip.
Yeah, this week, I'm going to show off some of my Siege skills.
Nice. Let's take a look.
Op 4 eliminated.